Welcome back, all my share bearers. Today's video is Friday Fabs and Flubs. I do have a flub to share, but you'll have to wait till the end of the video to find out. I'm going to start with my favorite that isn't beauty related. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this Folgers K-Cups, and it's the Folgers Mocha. I have really been enjoying this, but I don't just drink this. I normally drink my coffee black, but once in a while I like to have a cream in it. So I've been pairing it with Silk Almond for coffee, and it's the vanilla flavor. Paired with this is just, it's a dream. My next favorite, and I'm putting this in here, and I normally wouldn't do this because it did come from a subscription, and I thought I normally wait until I do a whole review of the subscription, which is the Ipsy bag, but this time I have to say I am thrilled because I got a hair product and I love it and I couldn't wait to share it. So I do have, this is the Pure Brazilian Miracle. It's a spray leave-in conditioner. My hair feels so good, and this will be a hair care product I actually look to buy, because if you've been watching the last few subscriptions, I've gotten hair products that have actually dried out my hair. This actually has made my hair feel really soft and smooth, and I'm in love with it. Highly recommend this. Highly recommend it. Next, there are a few things that if you've watched my Shop My Stash, I put so many items into a box and I try to focus on them, not every day, but try to focus on them for a month. And I do have a few of those products in here, but I do have other products that I've been loving in conjunction with them. The first thing I have is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in 120 Classic Ivory. This is the matte and poreless one. I don't know if there is a luminous one for this, but for me it's going to be matte and poreless. This is just so smooth and matches my skin tone so well that it deserves to be used every day, but I seem to be going between this one and the Rimmel Stay Matte, which was in my last month's favorites. And for drugstore, how can you be? In the Maybelline line, the Fit Me line is awesome. I highly recommend anybody who's just getting into makeup to go and check out the Maybelline Fit Me line, because you'll probably find a lot of items that will become holy grail to you. The next item is also a face item, and this is the Maybelline New York Master Contour Palette. It's also in my Shop My Stash, and I have been loving it, not so much for the contour, but for the blush, which I'm wearing today, and it's hard to tell because my lighting sucks, and the highlight, which I'm also wearing today. And I have been wearing this highlight continuously every day, and it's just a nice subtle highlight, so it doesn't look too over the top lighting from above highlight. It's just a nice subtle glow on the top of my cheekbones. Now I'm going to get into a few eye products. I've been loving this NYX Microbrow. I've actually had this for a while, but I was using my L'Oreal Brow Stylus, which sadly ran out. I do have a backup of it, but I figured I have this, I should be using it, give an honest review of it. I have it in the shade Brunette, I believe. No, it's Ash Brown. I don't know that it's as good as the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, but it's good. It's a bit harder than the Brow Stylist, I find, but it does have good color payoff. Now I will get into the eyeshadows I have been loving. I have two ColourPop eyeshadows here. One is in Mixtape and one is in Bill. I don't know if either one of these is available anymore. It seems to me they were regular line, but I'm not sure. I've been using this one, which is Bill, in my crease, and it's just a great transition color, I find, for a cooler look, and you can still mix warm eyeshadows with it. And then this one is Mixtape, and I've actually been liking putting this on the outer corner, and it's quite shimmery, but it doesn't translate as shimmery on the eye. That makes sense. As I said, I'm getting so tired of the fall colors, and all the fall colors are so warm, and this is just helping me to bring a little bit of cool into my look. And I have all these ColourPop eyeshadows, and they're all singles. You don't get palettes with ColourPop, so I thought that's the perfect way to fit a little bit of cool into my looks. Then I have tried and true. I think most everyone has this palette. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I have to admit I'm guilty of using a few colors and sticking to those colors, unfortunately. So I have been using Salted Caramel and Semi-Sweet and Milk Chocolate. I have been using continuously. I also love, and I've said this before, Cherry Cordial is probably one of my favorite in this palette, and I've also been using White Chocolate quite a bit for brow highlight, and yeah, so I've been really loving this palette, which is also in my Shop My Stash. The last eye item I have is one that I recently got, and it was one of those ones that I said, I'm buying this whether I like it or not, because last year I didn't get the Kat Von D, and I should have got the Kat Von D because I think I really would have loved the Kat Von D limited edition holiday, and that's the Metal Matte palette. I'm loving this. I don't know. There is one color I will say I am not loving, and it's really sad to say. I'm not loving Volt. And here's why. It's beautiful. It's beautiful if you swatch it. If I put this on my eyes, it looks muddy and loses some of the metalness to it. I don't know. I will, however, say every other color I have used in here, and there is a few that I haven't. I haven't touched the green or the blue, and I haven't touched Ignite, which is a lighter green. But I have used flash, which it was nice. I like it. It has good payoff. I don't know that I would wear it all the time because it is warm and I'm just over the warm. I'm so over the warm right now. But it did turn out nice, and I don't know that it did anything for my eyes, but I like the look I got. But it didn't make my eyes pop. It's just my opinion. But I have loved this one and this one, which is Ribbon and Silk. And I have really loved Twinkle and Glitz, which are this one and this one. Other than that, I mean, all of them blend really nicely. I'm using a Ribbon, Silk, and Velvet today in my look, and I have a little bit of Glitz on the center. So if you are a Kat Von D lover, this is an awesome palette. If you are looking for something that is going to be, you're going to be able to get a neutral look from, you can. It's just, oh, there's lots of neutral colors, but there's a lot of color. If you're looking for something that's mixed, where you're going to get a neutral look or a glamorous look with that pop of color, this is the palette for you. It was pricey, I'm not going to lie, but I said I was buying this one no matter what this year because I missed out on the La Vida Loca, which I would have loved. I know I would have loved it. And my last favorite is a brush. I haven't put a brush in for quite a while. And this actually came in, I believe, an Ipsy bag. And it's a Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. I have been using this to apply my highlighter from my Maybelline New York contour kit. Love it. It's just the perfect shape. Normally I use a fan brush, but I don't know. I've got this brush sitting here. I should try using it, and I have fallen in love, and I don't know if I'd go back to my fan brush at this point because I really do like how this highlights. Now, I did tell you I have a fail, and my fail, unfortunately, is an Avon fail, and don't mind this, is sturdy. It is their version of the Beauty Blender. Just came out in this campaign. This, I don't know if you could, this is hard, like hard. I don't have it wet right now. When you wet it, it becomes about 3 times this size, but it's still hard. It doesn't have give. When you use it, it feels like it's just pushing around the makeup instead of blending it. So it was only $1.99, I want to say, but I won't be recommending this to anybody at all. It's no good. It actually gets a little bit bigger than the black Beauty Blender, but it is nowhere near as soft and nice to blend your makeup with. So that's everything for this week's Friday Fabs and Flubs. I remind you to check out the ladies of MAB. Finding My Tiara is the new giveaway host. Go over to her channel, comment on her giveaway video, subscribe to all the ladies of MAB, have your profile public, have to be 18 to enter, but it is open internationally, so everybody can enter. And that's everything. So much love, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, sunshiny day. Bye for now.